And good afternoon. Here we have a all original 1970 Volkswagen Karmann Ghia. This is the last year of the old style bumpers. The first year of the big tail lights, and 68, third year of the fuel flap. Basically, cars remained unchanged. A few interior modifications, dashboard modifications over the years. This is the one that's creeping into the modern day. This is the one that's creeping into the outdoor video. Yay. Traffic. Lots of traffic. So anyway, this is an all-original 1970 Volkswagen Karmann Ghia. Has just a fuzz under 100,000 original miles on the car. It has its original engine in the car. It had been, according to paperwork that I have, worked on once, but the engine is actually the original block that was in the car. I don't think anything big was ever done to it. It was done at 96,000 miles. And it still runs good. This thing still runs good. I'm not going to make any bones about it. It's an old car, but it's a solid car. One of the nice features about the car is the nose. It's never been bumped, ever. No major accidents in this car, and it was used. It was well cared for. It's all white, not painted over. White car to some other color. It was a white car originally, and it's still a white car through and through. No special features on the car except that it's a clean, solid, hard base. No smashes, no Bondo, no junk over here. I have a little spot here, but it's mostly just a surface. I've actually had my hand down inside. I see no major damage to this car anywhere. So we're going to do a quick little walk around and show you the car. The original rubber on the windows and around the doors and everything is all shot. It needs to be replaced. Unfortunately, this thing got stuck out in the rain a couple times and water got down inside. A lot of water got inside, and we've cleaned it up, dried it up best we can, and unfortunately it created some surface rust, but nothing that can't be fixed, and it's not rust that's rotted through, and that's one of the problems with cars today. So anyway, let's go for a walk around. Walk around might have a little bit of jiggles and stuff, but we'll stop as we go around. Trying to let you get a good view of the car. Passenger side of the car. So, passenger side of the car. Got a little bit of dirt stuff on here. That's because it was under the tarp for most of the winter. But rockers are solid. There's no bubbling anywhere under the rockers. Nothing under the fenders. Does look like there was little dings that were worked on over the years. Maybe a little tiny crease right in here, but just really tiny little thing. Slightly worked on, a little bit of over paint just in the local area here, nothing over the entire car. And wings work okay. Door opens good. A little bit loose on the hinge, but hinges are available. Nice solid shut. pop-outs work fine. The original hinges are still working, so it would be up to you to keep those. Original wheels, steel rims, still got the original logo and the chrome trim on this side here, and you can also see the bigger turn signals in the back and also the bigger taillights. So we're going to swing around to the back. Here's the back. It's kind of hard to see from there. You get a couple pictures. There's a little tiny rust spot right down underneath here. Just a little tiny one. Had this unlocked so we can check it out. I think the cable mechanism and everything needs to be greased. Everything looks good. It's a good possibility that there was a little dink right in this spot, because this has been was a localized area that somebody worked on at one point in its life. Doesn't look original right in here. Again, just a localized paint, not over the whole car. Easy to deal with. It's not back up underneath here. It's not smashed in. There's no Bondo filled up in there. None of that junk. All original engine. There's nothing missing in the all original engine compartment. I'm going to bring the camera up a little bit closer to show you the engine compartment here. And, so everything is here. The breather, charcoal canister. Now this pulley may have been replaced at one point. Can't be sure because of the color of it. Looks like it may be a different pulley than original, but it still be the same. It's got a generator, not an alternator, and all that good stuff. So everything here works. Hinges all work. The back firewall, everything is good condition, including on the side firewalls, and no rust or smashes anywhere in the engine compartment. And the early smog device, vacuum smog device thing. So some of the vacuum lines have been replaced with modern vacuum lines instead of the cloth covered vacuum lines. You can go back to cloth covered. You can still buy that stuff if you want. So I'm going to back away again. We're going to swing around to the driver's side here. So here we have the driver's side. Same thing with the rockers. There's no damage or anything. The original chrome strips are there. It has a little dink right here, just a little tiny one. Looks like a little tiny crease right here, but very, very mild, very, very shallow. Don't know, have no idea what caused those. And the chrome strip, little plastic thing, isn't holding like it should. Maybe it just needs to be turned a little bit. Again, the door opens. I have the door panels off. On the driver's side, they were off when I picked up the car. The new window crank mechanism was replaced with another out of a 1970. It's got the low back seats with the headrest. It's got the shoulder belt and lap belt combination, Volkswagen. Again, door shuts good and solid. Mirror here is unfortunately an aftermarket. The original mirror had been broken, so I bought a new aftermarket replacement. Don't like the aftermarket replacement, but it's not actually that bad. The original antenna, and believe it or not, the radio still works on this thing. Somebody had done some work again up in this area here. Sticking the hand behind, there's no major dents or things like that. I'm thinking it was just a, show you this area here, and I'm thinking it was just a maybe a little bump or a dent, but nothing, not a smash or a hit. There's a little divot right here, so there could be a little something right up in here, but other than that, everything else is good and solid all around the headlight. Showing a little bit of bump right here, so there may be a little something going on just right in here, and that's all there is there. And, open up the trunk. Lever in the glove box still works. That up. Shut the next door. Do not have the cardboard cover inside the trunk compartment, unfortunately, but they are replaceable. It is, after all, 1970, and we are at 2017, so there you have it. So everything in here is good and solid. I think it needs a new sender unit. Its sending unit's not working so hot, but they're available. I replaced some lines here for the charcoal canister. Had to replace what did I replace here? Replace the big hose here. The small one here stayed the same. The tire still has air in for the washer fluid. I did not check the washer fluid level. I think it's actually empty, and yes, it is empty. So there you have a nice solid $1970 Volkswagen Karmann Ghia. Let's take it for a drive. Okay, so before we take it for a drive, I'm going to get in it and I'm going to start it up for you, and then we'll grab the camera and we'll go. Unfortunately, the camera is going to have to be handheld, so we're going to have a little bit of shaky video. I don't have a good setup for that yet in the car. So actually, I'm going to try though. I'm going to try the tripod in the car. So anyway, I'm going to start it up, then we'll get everything set up, and then we'll go take it for a drive. So I am a little large for the car. One of the reasons I'm not going to keep this car. Looking for a Type 3, which better suits my size. It's a little bit more difficult to get into. The seats don't move back quite as far as I would like. So I need a little bit larger of a car for a little bit larger of a guy. third gear. And unfortunately, I couldn't put it on the stand because it just kept falling over on this nice bumpy rough road that I have out here. I wanted to take the car for a drive, let you guys see it. And let you guys check out our nice lovely roads here. Just totally bite. So I'm up on the railroad track, so hang on a second here, guys. Down a second, up and over we go. Rice fields to our right and left. Cut it off until we get back to the house because I don't like doing this by hand. So we'll talk here in a minute. I'm going to do a little spin around here. I do not have a 4K GoPro, so I could not hook my iPhone to the outside of the car for a drive. Made it kind of bite. Got a little video. All the jiggles, doing this by hand, just kind of bites. Let's have a look at the engine compartment. This is not a race car, just a bone stock 1970 Karmann Ghia.